Bande Guru Pada Dandam Bhakta Binda Samanitam Sri Chaitanya Prabhum Bande Nityananda Sahoditam Sri Nandanandanang Bande Radhika Charanadayam Gopijano Samayuktam Bindavanam Manoharam Vanchakalpataruvasya Kipasindhubhaju Patitanang Pavunebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namah Mukhaṁ Karoti Vajalam Pangam Langhayatagirim Yatti Patamaham Vande Paramanandavadvam Vrindavai Tulsidevi Piyavai Keshavasacha Snavakti Pade Devi Sattvatvai Namo Namah Narayana Namaskritta Naram Chaiva Narottamam Deving Saraswating Vyasam Tato Jayo Mudire Sankirtane Krishna Kathopadeshe Gauriya Patrasya Prakasanecha Sadhanurakta Guru Bhakti Yukta Bhakti Pramodaksha Jagodvaram Deyam Sada Paribhavagnam Avishtadoham Tethas Padam Siva Virinchanatam Saranyam Vetatiham Vanataval Bhavadiputam Bande Mahapurusate Charanarvindam Yat Pada Pallavanakachandamanichhataya Vispurajita Gime Bhagavodu Swadarsi Purnanuragara Sasagara Saramurti Saradhikamai Kada Kipam Karus Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Binda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Binda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ajanulambita bhujau kanaka bodato Sankirtanai kapitaro kamala yathaksho Bhishambaro dijavaro jugadharma palo Bande Jagat Priyakaro Karunabhataro. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Namami Gange Tava Pad Pankajam Surasurairvandito Dibbarupam Bhuktin cha dadasi nityam Bhavanurupena sada naranam Ganga taranga ramaniya jata kalapam Gauri nirantara vibhushi tvam bhagam Narayano priyamanangamadaparam Varanasi Puravati Bhajavishanatham Vagisha Vadane Lakshmir Yasya cha Vakshasi Yasyasti Desambhid Tvam Nishingamaham Bhaje Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Etad ishanam ishasya prakritisto opitad gunai na jujyati sadatmastair yatha buddhi tadasraya. Etad ishanam ishasya prakritisto opitad gunai na yujyati sadatmastair yatha buddhi tadasraya. Gauriya Goshtipati, Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada, Paramahamsa Jagadguru said that we have no other way to get in contact with that aprakita jagat, Bhagavan, Dham, Nam, except Shabda Brahma, except taking the shelter of Shabda Brahma. Gauriya Goshtipati, Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada, Paramahamsa Jagadguru said that without taking the shelter of Shabda Brahma, we have no other way open before us to get in contact with that aprakita jagat. Shabda Brahma and Bhagavan himself, non-different from each other. Shabda Brahma and Bhagavan himself, non-different from each other. Many times we discuss this point. Rup Nam, Gun Nam, Nam Nam, Nam Nam, Rup Nam, Gun Nam, Parikar Nam, Vaishishta Nam, Leela Nam, all Nam. So, without taking the help of Sabda Brahma, we can never cross over this material world. And what to speak about getting Nitya Seva in Golokdam Vrindavan. It is quite impossible. Because that Harinam can ultimately help us to enter into Aprakita Jagat. We can remember about Gopakumar. He was given mantra. It was a miracle. It was a miracle. By chance, he meet with such a guru who is very rare, very, very rare. Eternal Parsad of Bhagavan, by chance at the bank of Jamuna. And by chance he is speaking, oh, go, take bath in Jamuna, I can give you mantra. Are miracle. He never expected this kind of, strange thing. Is a Gurudeva Jayanto. He received mantra, Gopakumar from Jayanto Guru. There are Prakito Kam Gayatri, etc. And after that, he gone into faint condition. Anyway, his condition was very excellent. He was the competent person. Like the case I already told, Mahaprabhu speaking to Swarup Gosai. Swarup, how is possible that Roop can realize my heart? How is possible? And Swarup Gosai said, well, that is why I can realize that he is enjoying your kripa. Tatai jani tumar kripa. Bengali. He is enjoying your kripa. That is the reason for why he can realize the heart. Without enjoying kripa of Bhagavan, Guru Vaishnava, all self-manifesting object, one cannot get full kripa. You have to realize the heart. Mahaprabhu says, yes, you are right. When I met him in Allahabad, I started speaking something to him, but I could realize, I saw he is the fittest candidate. He is the fittest candidate. He is the fittest, I saw, he is the fittest candidate in receiving Rasa Tattva. Very good. That's why I told some secrecy about Rasa Tattva. Well, you can also speak. It is my request to also, you can also speak. Now you see about the rarity of such a Rasa Tattva. Ho Sahajiya, Ho Sahajiya, are you Gauriya? You realize that Mahaprabhu himself going to speak to Swarup Gosai. Well, I think I saw he is the fittest candidate in Rasa Tattva. So, well, you can also speak some secrecy of Rasa to him. That's why Mahaprabhu, that, what do you mean? It is simple logic. It is simple logic. It is simple logic. Oh, Sahajiya, it is simple logic. Koi muttik nahi. That's when Mahaprabhu speaking, that you can also speak some secrecy about Mahaprabhu himself saying it is secret tattva, not open to all. Oh, Sahajiya, Mahaprabhu himself speaking. You can speak all those secrecy about this Rasa Tattva to him also. Mahaprabhu approved. That's when Mahaprabhu wanted to say, Rasa Tattva is not open to all. It is completely reserved for some appropriate candidate. That is the reason. That is the meaning, what Mahaprabhu wanted to say. Otherwise, why he can say? That means surely Mahaprabhu wanted to reserve this secret Rasa Tattva for some limited people, those who are excellent, those who are elevated personalities, those who have no karma, nothing. Rupa Goswami is a very special personality. Achirena dhiraha. The Sahajiyas, they are going to misinterpret. The Sahajiyas, they are explaining, Vikritam Brajavati Viridancha Vishnu, this sloka, they are going to misinterpret. Completely wrong way. Achirena dhiraha. What do you mean by dhira? I can show you the exact meaning of dhira. I can show you what is the exact meaning of dhira. Dhira means, English translation I cannot. Dhira means very tranquil, maintaining very peaceful life. No. English translation is not possible for me. Somebody can try, but it's still not okay. Because exact meaning is impossible to speak. Exact meaning. So dhira means actually in Bengali and Sanskrit, he who is not feeling any kind of reaction whatsoever, though the situation can demand your reaction. The situation can make you feel reaction. Agitated. There is enough scope to get agitated, to feel disturbance. In spite of that, if somebody not feeling reaction, is called dhira. That's means you can realize by watching beautiful woman, by watching handsome man, by watching somebody speaking all rubbish to me, insulting, somebody getting pratishtha, I am not getting pratishtha, all different kind of things can make you agitated. It's quite natural in the material world. But in spite of that, if you are feeling, maintaining tranquility, very peaceful mood, that's when you are dhira. That's when it's very clear. Who is not feeling excited, feeling excitement by watching beautiful woman, in spite of kama, krodha, lobha, moha, madhumasa, nothing there. That's mean dhira. That is the exact meaning of dhira. Oh Sahajiya, try to hear. That's mean achirena dhira. Such a personality, if they go on hearing rasa tattva, rasa lila, they can come achirena dhira. But they are explaining, well, they are taking only one word explained by Vishwanath Chakravarti. As per grammar, this is fast, and after that you can. Vikritam bhaji virudancha Vishnu, sardhannitam manusrana athavarnayajya. They are taking undue advantage. They are speaking, even before realizing anything, you can cut karma. But it is not the actual meaning. Bhakaran, you can try to apply, but Bhakaran has some limit. Bhakaran is not paravidya or paravidya. So Bhakaran has some limit. You cannot go up to that far. So you like to explain Sahaja this way, but actually not that so. So, Mahaprabhu speaking, I saw him very competent personality. I saw him very, suitable personality. So you can also speak something. So, this Rupa Gosvāmīpāda, writing this Sri Laghu-Bhagavatamrita, he who is not in a position to go through Brihad Bhagavatamrita, if at all going through Laghu-Bhagavatamrita under the strict guidance of pure Guru Vaishnava, they can surely get the gist of Brihad Bhagavatamrita. They can get all clear idea about different tattva, Krishna tattva, Bhakta tattva, a different incarnation, everything. Ultimately, Prem tattva, everything. So you can remember, previous week I started with one Bhagavat Pranati Rup Mangalacharan. Paramritodayena hi purne siddhanta varidho rochite rupopadena Laghu-Bhagavatamrite abhaso baladevasyo shukshma tikanusarataha kenachid haribhaktena likshate vrajavasina. Yes. Paramritodayena hi purne siddhanta varidho rachite rupapadena Laghu-Bhagavatamrite abhaso baladevasyo shukshma tikanusarataha kenachit haribhaktena likshate vrajavasina. First of all, I like to start with that the sloka I started with the meaning, because there is a big fighting going on still today in different sampradaya, that it is more practical to accept Narayan, because Narayan has the no birth and death. It is more practical. Krishna is, appearing in the... So how we can accept it absolute tattva? No. But Brahma Samhita giving direct evidence about the absolute personality. Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Ishvaraha Paramakrishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradi Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. That we can find. Because Krishna taking birth, people thinking Ramanandi Sampradaya, even Ramanujarya has no fault. Naturally, one has to establish his Ishta Dev Tattva topmost. In that way, Ramanujarya is not going to make any mistake. But still, we can see that Jiva Gosvāmīpāda, honored them, Briddha Vaishnavai, Madhacharya, Ranuja, our Prabhupada also, Guru Varga, I also. But still, Jiva Gosvāmīpāda wanted to establish this point, that Ramanujacharya wanted to establish that Narayan is the topmost, but actually not so, Krishna is the topmost. That one has to do it. One has to do it, otherwise, regarding Rasatattva also, regarding Rasatattva, Rasatattva, I already told many times, that those who are having their chance or entry into Rasatattva, maybe they are Shantarasa, Dasarasa, Shaksho, Vatsalya, Madhur. Madhur also can be divided in Sakya, Parkiya. That also can be divided, but still, we wanted to say, under the guidance of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, that each and every devotee, according to their own position, they are going to accept their Rasatattva topmost. I mean, who is Rattak, Pattak, they are thinking Dasara is topmost. Shakarasa, Siddham, Sudham, Vasudham, Subol, they are going to is topmost. It has to be there. Otherwise, you can lose your position. So each and every devotee, according to their standpoint, in which rasa they are established, they are going to accept their own rasa topmost. Nanda Baba, Yasodam, their rasa topmost, they cannot even imagine. Follow. So, they are going to accept their tattva, they are going to accept their respective tattva as the highest. They are going to accept their respective tattva as the highest of all. They are going to accept their respective tattva highest. That doesn't mean that Shakarasa is the top. Krishna Kaviraj Goswami, well, it is all good. But if somebody going to stand on a neutral platform, they can discover that Madhur Rasa, or still I would say, Parkiya Rasa, Madhur Rasa is the topmost. Similarly, Madhacharya is going to establish this, Ramanujacharya is going to establish this, Nimbarkacharya is going to establish this, Vishnu Swami like to establish, okay, they can do it. That doesn't mean we Gaudiya devotees under the guidance of Rupa Sanatan, Jiva Gosvāmīpāda, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, we can accept this. We have some more speciality, I told many times. Those Gaudiya Vaishnavas, I mean, over speaking, we have some speciality. So, this way, Jiva Gosvāmīpāda wanted to disprove, wanted to show, well, Ramanujacharya is speaking, our Rasa Tattva is more high. That's quite natural. But otherwise, they are all going to honor. So, still today, fighting going on. Ramanandi Sampradaya speaking, well, Ramchandra took birth before, Krishna came later, so Ramchandra is more, and some, in Dakshin Bharat, Ramanuja Sampradaya, they are speaking, Lakshmi Narayan is topmost. You know already, have information about the discussion took place between Mahaprabhu and Venkat Bhatt. Follow. Simply because Ramchandra, simply because Krishna Chandra manifested the Leela of taking birth, that's why they say Krishna. And also Ramanandi Sampradaya speaking, well, Ramchandra took birth before, Krishna took birth after, so he is, why you can say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. No, it's wrong, they are speaking. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. This is right. Because Ramchandra took birth, they are so foolish. They are so foolish that I feel shy to discuss with them. It is simply wastage of time. I say, oh my friend, if at all you are going to calculate that way, then how it was possible for Prahlad Maharaj to speak this sloka, whereas Krishna came later? There should not be any sign of Krishna, because it was Satya Yuga. Matirna Krishne parato shatova mitho vipadeto giho vratanam adant govir vishatam tamisham punaha charvito charvanan. So Matirna Krishne parato. Prahlad Maharaj is a small boy. How he is getting information? There's some super, Ishvara Paramahamsa Krishna is there. Because by that time Krishna never took birth. So it is foolish conception. They are just idiot. I feel shy to discuss with them. It is simply wastage of time. Matirna Krishna Paratusa. So it's very less important. And they are also going to complain, some other sampradayas, that Mahaprabhu came and make the thing just reverse. Actually it was Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. This is right. Mahaprabhu came and wanted to start wrong way. They are speaking this way. See all this conception, wrong conception. They are foolish. That's why they are speaking this way. Anyway, so simply because Krishna took birth, so you cannot accept Krishna as a absolute personality, cause of all causes. Wow! You can say Ramchandra took birth before. It's wrong. I already proved. This is not the case. Ishvaraha Paramakೃಷ್ಣ Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradi Govinda Sarvakaran. At the same time in Gita already written, Janma karma cha me divyam jo me vetti tattato tekta deham punarjanma naiti mamit saharjuna. So it is already written. It is already written. So how you can cut it? Bhagavan speaking, my taking birth and karma, my dibba karma and janma is very aprakita. Foolish people, they cannot understand. If at all you have a direct realization about this tattva, then you need not take birth again. Janma karma cha me divyam jo me vetti tattataha tekta deham punarjanma naiti mamiti swaharja. So now I can go back to the first sloka I started with. What is that? Etad ishanam ishasya prakritisto itad gunai najujyati sadatmastair yatha buddhi stadasraya. What is the meaning? First canto, 11th chapter, 38 number. In spite of being in this material world, still this is the most spectacular Ishwar power of the Ishwar, that he never be influenced or touched by or influenced by this material nature. I mean, Sattva, Raja, Tamagun cannot touch that super personality. In spite of being in this material world, still this is the most spectacular power of Ishvara, that he never be touched or influenced by this material nature. Sattva-raja tamagun. Similarly, those who all become surrendered into his lotus feet, I mean those who are surrendered soul unto the lotus feet of Bhagavan, their intellect get attached or fixed in him. They also never become influenced by the three modes of nature. What I say? Similarly, like Bhagavan, similarly, those who all become surrendered unto his lotus feet, unto the lotus feet of Bhagavan, their intellect get attached or fixed up in him. They also never become influenced by the three modes of nature. This is the main thing you should remember, the very important thing. So, the main problem is that Bhagavan Sri Krishna playing just like human being, just exactly. That is why all the leelas of Bhagavan is so sweet. Exactly like human being. Bhagavan not going to take help of any wheel, club, Gauranga or Bhagavan Sri Krishna also. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami wanted to clarify this point under the guidance of Rupa Gosvāmīpāda. He also wanted to say that it is, quite natural that Bhagavan is never influenced. Never. Exactly like human being. Why Krishna Leela is so sweet? Because exactly like human being. Never going to take club, wheel, this, that, nothing. Then we have seen Krishna killing Bhagasur, wrong conception. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami wanted to say, Vishnu dare Krishna kare asur sangharan. Whatever Agasur, Bakasur, Kamsa, whatever you have seen, Shishupal killed by Krishna, all wrong conception. At the same time also, right conception. But I would say, regarding Rasatattva is wrong conception. Because everything done by Krishna. If Vishnu doing, that's when Krishna doing, but still has some exclusive speciality. That I already told many times. When the discussion took place between Venkat Bhatta and Mahaprabhu, Venkat Bhatta wanted to say, so why you are joking? Mahaprabhu asking, why you are Radharani trying to get the association Krishna? Why? Why? Why you are joking? What problem? Krishna and Narayan all same. Mahaprabhu say, yes, I know that. That's not a big problem, but I want to know the reason. Why Lakshmi Devi wants in Tattva Vichar, Tattvad, who is almost same like Vedavyas, regarding Singar Rasa Tattva, distribution, who can be compared with the Sukha Muni, that Rupa Gosvāmīpāda can take care of all we all servant. Please take care of us, So, it is the usual rules before starting any shastra, any writing. We are always doing Mangalacharan. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami already told that Mangalacharan can be divided into different categories. Also we, when writing anything, Guru Gaurangau Jayata, it is also Mangalacharan. So here, Rupa Goswami wanted to write Mangalacharan, Nikhil Shastra Insa, who is versed in all Shastra, that Rupa Goswami Charan, before writing, in the beginning of writing of the Laghu-Bhagavatamrita, wanted to glorify, Mangalacharan wanted to make so that he can complete the book without any disturbance, without any problem. Dignotinrad. Any kind of straw or any thrown in the form of barrier can get destroyed by the fire of bhakti. So, that Agni Sharup and Avishtapurti means whatever target I can fulfill peacefully, without any disturbance, that is called Avishtapurti. Like we say, you remember, Sri Chaitanya Manabhishtam Sthapitam Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Manabhishta, you wanted to distribute that Aprakita Rasa, you wanted to distribute Nam Sankirtan, everything. So, who can, it can be compared with the cloud of nectar. Like the rain coming from cloud is the cloud of nectar. Bhagavat Pranati Rupijabham. So, Namastasmai iti. After that he started writing. And also, Namastasmai iti. First of all, Bhagavan Nam Sabde, he wanted to clarify this point, that Bhagavan is decorated with Aishwarya, Vijya, Yaso, Sri, Gyan, Vairagya, all in the complete. Is the complete. So, as per Vishnu Puran, we know Aishwaryasya, Samagyasya, Vijyasya, Jasasya, Sriyo, Gyan, Vairagyasya, that we know, the sloka. So, different Bhagavan Sri Krishna is the complete. He wanted to say, Sarishajapurno, Shyamal Varno, dark color, Yashodanandan, who is sucking the breast of Yasoda, Yasoda's Tannopankari, Parat Parakilishar Parabrahma, he is the Supreme Lord. She is the Supreme Lord, by whose kripa Jiva can get unabated of Prakita knowledge, Pratibhajukta, exclusive knowledge, who is going to distribute, like to distribute in the form of Vyasadeva, in the form of these Guru, always like to distribute, so merciful. Krishnam Bande Jagat Guru. Krishnam Bande Jagat Guru. Yes. Bhagavan Sri Krishna can reserve whole Vaisajya, Virya, Yasa, Sri, Gyan, Vairagya. He is the fullest form. We like to, who like to give this kind of absolute knowledge to us in the form of Guru, Shastra, everything. We like to pay pranam unto the lotus feet of that Krishna. He is Satasiddha Bhagavat, not that his Bhagavata depend upon somebody. He is Satasiddha Bhagavata ki. Can be clarified in different way, Visheshe, Savisheswari. So, Nikhil Jiver Mukti Niyut, for the emancipation, of all what is soul of Maya, Nimitto, is very soft, both in heart and body all, and excellent. Can never be compared to anything. Krishna is the topmost. Manohar, and going to manifest Sangsha Vibhuti, like Matsya, Kurmo, etc. And sometime he is going to, he is going to help us to get in touch with Bhauma Vrindavan, or Bhauma Vaikuntha, like Srirangam, Badrinath, Rameshwaram, or Ayodhya, Dwarkapuri, all follow. All is Vaikuntha. Naimisharanya can be compared with Ashtam Vaikuntham, 8th. So it is the causeless mercy of Bhagavan that he always wants to help us. He want to bring his own name in the material world. He want to bring his own Dhamma. He want to appear himself, his Leela, his devotees, all books, and Sabda Brahma, to deliver us all. That merciful Bhagavan, whose mercy knows no bounds, I like to pay my prostrate dandavat unto his lotus feet. He is himself Supreme Lord. He need not depend upon anybody. And Akhanda Advaigan Tattva, as for Bhagavatam we know already, Vadanti Tattattavidam Stattam Jat Jnana Advayam Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavaniti Sabdate. Bhagavaniti Sabdate. I already told that in the form of Sabda Brahma Bhagavan can appear. Kali Kale Nam Rupesh Krishna Avatar. Kali Kale Nam Rupe Krishna Avatar. Kalikal, Bhagavan can appear in the form of Nam. All the same. So, somebody can fear by watching the volume of Brihad Bhagavatamrita, they can feel tired, they can feel lazy. That's why Śrīla Rūpa Gosvāmīpāda, out of his causeless mercy, wanted to represent the gist of that book. He never wanted to violate his Gurudev Sanatana. He has said, my Prabhupada, Gurupad Padmo, has written such a big volume of books. Somebody can feel tired. That's why I wanted to give them the gist, what my Gurupad Padmo, Prabhupada, Sanatana Goswami wanted to, that Amrita I wanted to give in the form of Laghu, in a very precise form. Because in Kalikal, everybody, they have some inertia, laziness, lethargy, tiredness. They are not feeling an enthusiastic mood. That is the main problem. So, one thing very important, that Śrīla Rūpa Gosvāmīpāda wanted to take help of Sabda Brahma. Rūpa Gosvāmīpāda wanted to help of Sabda. Because nothing more important than Sabda Praman. You can remember first day I started Om Namo Sri Krishnaya. After that I started Rūpa Goswami started. Namastasmai Bhagavate Krishnaya Kuntamedase Jodhatte Sarva Bhutanam Abhavayushati Kalaha. What? Namastasmai Bhagavate Krishnaya Kuntamedase Jodhatte Sarva Bhutanam Abhavayushati Kalaha Akunta meda jasmat tasmai tatto jnanam hi jivanam. Follow. He wanted to decide, already discuss. Dhatte prakatayati, he appeared. Sarvesham bhutanam abhavayo mokshayo, to help, to bestow kippa. He wanted to appear himself. Ushati Kamaniya Kalaha Bhagavan Shangsha Kala Vibhuti Lakshanano. He wanted to, to appear with all his angsho, kala, everything all. So, Bhagavan helping bandit jiva, wanted to, always want to bring that Dhamma, Nama, everything. From that aprakita Jagat. That's why. So Krishna is the most exclusive. Nobody never can compare with Krishna. Srila Baladev Vidyabhushan, he wanted to explain, commentary has written, nothing more important than that, because Baladev Vidyabhushan can do it. Otherwise, if we can go reading this, Laghu-Bhagavatamrita, we cannot understand. So we need commentary by a super personality. So that's why, he is writing this way. After that, we like to clarify that to compile this book, to write this book, Rūpa Gosvāmīpāda never wanted to depend upon any other evidence except Shabda Praman. Except Shabda Praman, he never wanted to take any help of any other. No, no. Because Shabda Praman is the best of all. Now some discussion I like to do, because Jiva Gosvāmīpāda has written that Shabda Praman is the best. Shabda Praman is the best, but because what Shabda Praman can do, all other Praman cannot do. All other evidence can be afflicted or affected by different kind of disturbances, fault can be there. And perhaps you have idea about this thing. There are 4 different kind of defects usually prevailing in this material world. It's a must. No bonded soul never out of these 4 defects. So it's quite natural. 4 defects, different kind of 4 defects is not there. But Sabda Praman, Amanaya Prahotathyam Harimiha Sarva Satyam Shaktim Rasadhim, Amanaya Vakka, that is the topmost evidence. All other evidence cannot be relied. We cannot believe 100%. Brahma Pramad Vipralipsa Karna Patap. Brahma Pramad Vipralipsa Karna Patap. Those are the 4 defects. Nobody, never, no creature out of these 4 defects. Except pure Guru Vaishnava like Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Prabhupada, Kesava Maharaj, Bhakti, they are out of anything. 4 defects must be there. So all other Praman, evidences, always there is some risk. There is some risk. It can be, cannot be. But Sabda Praman is the topmost. That's why Jiva Gosvāmīpāda has written in his Bhakti Sandarbha, he has written, Tatra Sanskrit, Tatra Purushasya Brahmadi Dosos Chatushtayo Dushtatvat Shotaram Amalau Tatro Purushasya Brahmadi Dosos Chatushtayattvat Shotaram Alaukika Achinta Alaukik Achinta Alaukika Achinta Sabhava Vastu Sparsha Yogatvat Tat Pratyakshadini Opi Sadoshani. What he has written? In Tattva Sandarbha. He has written, Jiva Gosvāmīpāda has written in Tattva Sandarbha that Tatro Purushasya Brahmadi Dasas Chatushtayatvat Sutaram Alaukika Chinta Sabhava Vastu Sparsha Yogatvat Tat Pratyakshadini Sadoshani. Let me explain. Jiva Gosvāmīpāda wanted to say, since all other evidences, there can be some mistake. Brahma, Pramad, Vipralisa, Karnabhata can be there. Doso Chatushtayat Dushtatvat can be defective. We cannot run risk. So, Alaukik Achinto, what is beyond human comprehension, Alaukik, Aprakita, Alaukik Achinta, Svabhava vastu sparshayogyatvat. All other evidence, which all are defective, cannot touch aprakita jagat, aprakita sabda brahma, aprakita bhagavan, dham, nam. That's why see, alauki kachinto sabhava vastu sparshayogyat, parsho ayogyatvat cha tat pratyakshadini sadosani. Now I can explain. There are 10 different kind of, evidence are there. Whole world, they are in confusion. Therefore, 10 defects, 10 different kind of evidences. One is direct pratyakha, assumption, shabdo, amnai vakko, apto vakko, arsho, vigyo, all exalted personality speaking something who is already in aprakita platform, upaman, comparison, or arthapatti, arthapatti means somehow you can try to realize by entering, by trying to, analytical survey. It's called arthapatti. I can give one example. Devdatta is very stout figure and very fat. But he is not taking anything during daytime. Only when sun going to drop, then he is taking. But how you know? You are watching Devadatta for the first time. So, you are watching that man is very, fat, very high fat, and stout figure. But you are hearing that he is not taking in the daytime. Then you can say, then surely he is taking when the sun is going to drop. It's called arthapatti. If not taking daytime, surely he is taking in the evening time when sun is going to drop, that time. Many such rules are there. Mani Rishis also, so many. They sometime, when sun going to drop, they are taking one time. Okay? This is called arthapatti, abhav, deficiency. That is also. Like one, I can give you example how you can lose everything. If you believe on this kind of evidence, if you believe on this kind of evidence, then any way you can get cheated. One example I can give. It will be very clear to you. Arthapatti I give, abhav. Abhav means deficiency, impresence, not there, absence, abhav. So abhav means deficiency also. Now I can give example abhav. At the time of Kurukshetra battle, there was some condition that Jayadratha can be killed only in the daytime. When the sun disobeys, nobody never can kill. But it is impossible to kill Jayadratha. It's very powerful. So Arjuna cannot kill. So Bhagavan Sri Krishna in favor of devotees. So Kurukshetra battle going on. Arjuna trying his best to kill Jayadratha but cannot kill because daytime. Suddenly, by the magic spell of Bhagavan Krishna, darkness coming, and they discover, okay, now sun going to drop, we can come out, now no problem, nobody can kill me. But when Jayadratha coming and laughing, then immediately Bhagavan arranged the sun is also visible, sun not dropping. Then immediately Arjuna going to kill him. Follow. So, for the time being, Jayadratha was cheated by not watching sun god in the sky. He thought, well, it is evening time, but not so. This way he was misled. Follow. So you see how dangerous. You cannot depend upon them. We have seen in our life, solar eclipse, when I was child, a small boy, solar eclipse. Oh Maharaj, so darkness that those birds, they are misled. They are feeling, now evening time, choo, cha, choo, choo. They started crying and coming out. But actually not evening time. It is 3 o'clock, noon time. Follow. So they are coming out. It is actually solar eclipse. We have seen, oh, total darkness. Like it is evening. No, Sangha. Abhav. Shambhava possibility. Oitiyo, by watching some glories, or chesta, effort. So those are all are the 10 different kind of evidences on which you can believe or cannot believe. That's up to you. Follow. But anyway, Sabda Praman Apta Bhakko is a 100% evidence. Like another example I can give, direct documents. Pratyaksha, directly. I can give one example, then it will be very clear to you. One day, one big yogi, great yogi, from Himalaya, he came here. Follow, in Bengal. One day, that yogi was doing his yoga, sitting there. That time he was not doing yoga. Always there. By yogic power, they like to get in touch with Bhagavan. Paramatma, not Bhagavan. The yogi was sitting beneath a tree, banyan tree, and a long distance, quite far, there one man was murdered by some hooligan, and all money or gold, whatever was there, was taken away. And there was one case in the police station. Police came and they are watching the spot where that man was killed. They watching, nobody there. Only one yogi is sitting. They are going to arrest him. Hey, you go. Yogi is calm and quiet. He is not going to protest why you are going to arrest. Okay? He was placed in the court for evidences in the witness box, and when the pleader asking, you have seen na, that man was killed by this gunda who is arrested. Then that yogi who is very 125 years age over, is speaking, yes, yes, yes. Then the pleader speaking, you fool, foolish. How possible you are above 125 years? My lord, how it is possible for a man like this old age, how can watch? So your witness is very false witness. But the yogi speaking, well, I have seen that man was killed by him. But useless. You cannot believe it. Because really it is impossible. For long distance, how one man can say, whereas his age is 125. Then the yogi was not in confusion, he was thinking how to give evidence. Because they are thinking, I am ordinary man, I am yogi, my power is there, I can see. So he told to that pleader, well, could you please go outside this court, court hall, and go outside, long distance, there was one mango tree, yes. You can go and see one red, in a row, or red ant. Because ants are very disciplined, they are going in row, gradually up. Red ant, I can see from here. Ha! Use that. How you can see? Oh, why not you go and check up? From long distance of watching, there is a red ant going up in a row. Then the judge speaking, well, let us survey. Go and check up. He is watching, really so? Really so? Red ants going up in a row up. Then the judge is bound to believe that he is not ordinary man, he is yogi. Come on, he can see. So, it was possible for the yogi to see. But for all ordinary man, I myself have seen. What you have seen? What you have seen? You have seen nothing. I have seen myself. I can give one example. One man, one or two examples more I can give, different instances. One man took loan, 50,000. On those days, a heavy amount. But he is not going to give any interest or the main, original balance is not going to give. So the man, that man who lent money, he is coming, very angry. Hey! I am this, Pratip Ghosh. You are not paying my amount, not even interest. That man peeping through the window, window. Well, I was very sick. Please you wait. I'm coming down somehow, but I'm very sick. But the man going to pass remark, sick? But see me, now you are developing your health. I see your face. I see your face and hand. You are pointing out. You wait there in the rock. You sit. I'm coming. But I see a development of your health. Okay. When the man coming down, he discovered really the man is sick due to lack of blood, the water coming and filling up the whole body. His body, mouth and hands swelling. So, you see how wrong the direct evidence. But the man can blame, well, I have sinned, I have myself sinned. Direct evidence. You are fat. Improvement of your health. But it is wrong. So, direct evidence at any cost, wrong. There can be mistake. Another example, our Srila Bhakti Dvaita Madhav Goswami Maharaj, that time he was only a brahmachari, Hayagya brahmachari. Hayagya brahmachari, Prabhupada wanted to send Hayagya brahmachari to invite Dr. C.V. Raman, who was a Nobel laureate and scientist on light, research on light. In Calcutta University, I also used to go to Calcutta University very often, previously. So, our Hayagya brahmachari went with red cloth, went to invite him for the chairmanship. Our Gurudev want to invite you in the Gauriya mission. Follow? So he went there. He writing one note and giving it to the guardman. Guardman going and say, one sadhu coming, he like to meet with you. What reason? I don't know. Okay, after 20 minutes you can send him to me. Okay? After that, Hayagriva Brahmachari going there, up. And before entering, asking, may I coming, sir? Yes. He's speaking, he's coming. But C.V. Raman, out of his false ego, not watching who is coming. He wanted to neglect, ignore. Well, be seated, okay, but not looking. Yes, why you are coming? Actually, we are coming from Gauriya mission. Wanted to invite you, because 1 month symposium going on, we like to invite you one day. Our Gurudev is sending me to you, to invite you. Well, I cannot waste my time. What I cannot see, that I cannot believe. So why I can go and to waste my time? Then Madhu Goswami Maharaj speaking, what do you mean? What I cannot see, I cannot believe. You are coming from a mutt. I don't believe Bhagavan. I cannot see Bhagavan. Madhu Goswami speaking, sir, if you never mind, but still not looking at Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhu Goswami. I mean, Hayagriva Brahmachari. He wanted to insult him. Hayagriva Brahmachari, cool brain speaking, sir, we cannot see everything. What is happening behind this world, can you see? So how we can pass remark? Then C.V. Raman looking at him. Ah? Yes, what I mean to say, sir, if you never mind, what is going to happen behind this world, I mean, backside your room, there is one wall, you cannot see. So how you can pass? Nobody there, nothing there. How you can? Then C.V. Raman was shocked. Then C.V. Raman was shocked by hearing this kind of argument. Yes. Yes. Then C.V. Raman asking, can you show Bhagavan? Your Gurudev can show me Bhagavan? Then Madhu Goswami speaking, well, I can promise you, he can show you. He can show you Bhagavan, provided you are coming and joining our mission or take shelter onto the lotus feet of my Guru Padma, go on, doing bhajan. Because before asking this question, Hayagriva Brahmachari wanted to put one question to C.V. Raman. I like to do my PhD degree with you. How you can do? Why not? How you can do? First of all, I don't know what is your educational qualification. You have to go, in college level, first of all, university level, and some special, after that, our MSc degree is over, you can, appear in the examination to do some research work. Out of thousands of people, I can select 10 or 12. Then I can help them to do research with me. I can, under my guidance. C.V. Raman said, Madhu Goswami, Hayagriva Brahmachari, similarly, you cannot allow me to do research work with you, PhD degree, simply because I have. So similarly, you will have to go to my Guru Padma, take shelter, he can help you, and he can, if you are 100% doing a submission unto a lotus feet of my Guru Padma, incline, then in near future he can show you Bhagavan. So you see, one scientist like C.V. Raman, he is going to deny, I cannot believe. I cannot see what I can. Same thing with Vidyasagar, the learned personality, materially learned personality. He also wanted to say, in his classroom, the students are there in the college, is speaking, Bhagavan is formless, and then Bhaktivinoda Thakur was student at that time, Kedarnath Dutt. get up. Panditji, if you never mind, you wrote one book. You wrote one book, Hari Bhakti Shuddhodaya. Shuddhodaya, sorry. His name, Hari Bhakti Shuddha, our book, Vaishnava book. Shuddhodaya. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur Kedarnath Datta speaking, if you never mind, Panditji, you wrote one book, Shuddhodaya. There you wrote, there you have written, what you cannot see, you cannot pass any remark about that thing. You have written in that book, Shuddhodaya, that what you cannot see, you cannot believe, and what you cannot see, you cannot pass any remark about that thing. So now my question is that, Panditji, have you seen Bhagavan so that you are passing remark that is formless? Then Vidyasagar becomes shocked. Well, he was silent. Panditji, have you seen Bhagavan so that you are going to pass remark that Bhagavan is formless? Have you seen? Vidyasagar was bound to stop. So Vidyasagar, by assumption, wanted to pass remark. Somebody out of mentally concocted conception can be there. Somebody assumption, somebody direct documents. This way, all I can give so many examples through which I can prove all your direct documents or 10 different kind of, evidences, some or other way, there can be some mistake. Sometime pratyaksha can be okay, not all the time. Like Sarvamurtajajo watching Gauranga Mahaprabhu, but he saw Mahaprabhu before. He saw Mahaprabhu before. Still he could not believe that he is Supreme Lord. Because he is pratyaksha, directly watching, but he cannot, because he is not backed by Bhakti Devi. Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena shantaha sadaiva hideshu vilokayanti yang sama sundaram achinta guna sarvam govindamadi purusham tamam bhaja. Right? So Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya watching Mahaprabhu, but cannot see Mahaprabhu. During Prakat Leela, Mahaprabhu running here and there, Chapal Gopala, he in the marketplace, he is going to buy market, everybody watching Mahaprabhu, but they cannot realize his Bhagavan. So direct documents has some weakness. Even Siddhar Pandit, who used to sell banana leaf and inner portion of banana tree, everything, green banana, everything. And Mahaprabhu used to go daily, used to joke with him. But still, for so long time, Mahaprabhu, years after years, but still, he could not realize the Supreme Lord. Now I can come to the point of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. When Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Mahaprabhu wanted to show his own sarup, he went into faint condition. Then Mahaprabhu going to touch him. Due to touching the body of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya getting up immediately and watching sixth hand of Mahaprabhu and started glorifying Mahaprabhu within fraction of second. Vairagya vidya nija bhakti yogo shikshartamekam purusho purano Sri Krishna Chaitanya Saridhari Kipambudirjastamaham prapade. Now he is going to submit. So you see, until and unless we are enjoying the Kripa Bhakti Devi, we cannot see Bhagavan. If Bhagavan is in front, Ramchandra, Krishna or Mahaprabhu, you can see him. See, all the way, it is wrong. we are running risks to depend, or direct pratyaksha. Now, after getting the backing of Bhakti Devi, when Sarvamataji was in sixth hand, then his whole body shaking and fell down. Because now is Pratyaksha Darshan, we cannot say he is backed by Bhakti Devi. Because Mahaprabhu touching. So, there is 10 different kind of evidences you can collect. It depends. Our Guru Varga, Jiva Gosvāmīpāda, Rupo, Sanatan, all, emanki Madhacharya, Ramanujarya, or our Vyasadeva, they all going to depend upon Amnaya Vakya, Shabda Praman. They are not dealing with any other evidences, only Shabda Praman. Because Shabda Praman you can believe 100%. There cannot be any mistake. It's Shabda Praman. So, out of 10 different kind of evidences, Pratyaksha, Anuman, Shabdo, Arsho, Vakyo, Upaman, Arthapatti, Abhava, Sambhava, Aitijyo, Chesta, all Daso Vida Pramanani there. But all those are, those can be every possibility of contamination. Brahma, Pramad, Vipralvisa, Karna, Patav, every possibility of contamination. But only Aporusha, when automatically coming, eternally present, that Amnaya Vakya, you can believe. You can believe that Amnaya Vakya. Follow. So that's why Jiva Gosvāmīpāda in his Tattva Sandarbha wanted to write, that's why Jiva Gosvāmīpāda in his Tattva Sandarbha wanted to write Tatro Purushasya Brahmadi Dosos Chatushtayo Dushtatvat Sotaram Alaukika Chinto Sabhavo Vastu Asparsha Sparsha Jogotvat Cha Tat Pratyakshadini Shadoshani, we cannot accept it. Tatro Purushasya Brahmadi Dosat Chatushtayo Dushtatvat Shataram Alaukika Chinto Shabhava Vastu Sparsha Ajogotvat Sparsha Ajogotvat Cha Tat Pratyakshadini Opi Sadoshani. So all evidence are afflicted or contaminated with some defects. But we can believe on Shabda Praman. So, our Rupa Gosvāmīpāda, our Sanatana Gosvāmīpāda, Jiva Gosvāmīpāda, Raghuna, who not? Everybody. All our Guru, Gauriya, Guru Varga, they only and only accept Shabda Praman is the most reliable factor. I'll have to explain all those things long, maybe next week also. After that I can enter. Also we know from Mahabharata, Achinta Khalu Ye Bhava Na Tam we can Achinta Khalu Ye Bhava Na No tams na tamas tarkena jojayet tarkena jojayet. Prakritibhyo param yacha tad achintasya lakshanam. Achinta khulu yevavaha natam tarkena jojayet. Follow. Achinta khalu yevava natam tarkena jojayet. Prakritibhyo param yacha tad achintasya lakshanam. Meaning, I like to clarify this point. One cannot use material reasoning. One cannot use material reasoning for those things which are inconceivable. Inconceivable refers to those things existing beyond Prakriti. Follow? Achinta khalu ye bhava na tvam tvarkena yojoyet prakritivyo param yacha tad achintasya lakshanam. Achintasya lakshanam. One cannot use material reasoning for those things which are inconceivable. Inconceivable refers to those things existing beyond Prakriti. Mahabharata, we have taken this from Mahabharata. Śrīla Jiva Gosvāmīpāda has written in Tattva Sandarbha that Tatra, I already explained in Tattva Sandarbha, Tattva Purushasya Brahmadi, Dosa Chatushtaya Dushtatvat, I already explained. Now meaning, I am going to say, more clear meaning. Since humans are subject to four faults, Brahma, Pramad, Vipralipsa, Karna, Patab, I mean, in English, we gone through in our childhood, to R is human. To R is human. E double R. To R is human. But we would say that it is applicable for all living entities, not human being, all. So, since humans are subject to the four faults, Brahma, Pramad, Vipralipsa, Karna, Patab, and thus are incapable of understanding something which by its nature is inconceivable, astonishing. Their sense perception and other means of knowledge are full of fault, or faulty, I can say. So, since humans are subject to the four faults like Brahma, Pramad, Vipralipsa, Karna, Patab, and thus are incapable of understanding something which by its nature is inconceivable, astonishing, their sense perception and other means of knowledge are faulty or full of defects. That's why we cannot accept. Also the possibility of existing here, also the possibility of mistake always there. So we cannot depend upon any other evidences, rather we can believe Amnai Vakka Sabda Prama. From Sarva Sambadini, written by Śrīla Jiva Gosvāmīpāda, we can see that there are 10 proofs. There are 10 different kind of evidences or proofs. Pratyaksha, Anuman, I already say, Shabda, Arsha, Upama, I already told 10. I am not going to touch it. But the root, the most fundamental, absolute evidence or proof or evidence is aprakita amnai vakya. But the root of pramana, but the root of pramana is sabda. But the root of pramana is shabda, words without the faults of Brahmana. Without the faults of Brahma, Pramad, Vipralipsa, Karnapata. Follow. What is it? From Sarva Sambhadini, written by Śrīla Jiva Goswami, he has given 10 different kinds of evidences of proof, usually, in different sastra they are writing. All 10 I already told. Follow. But the root pramana, the most fundamental absolute evidence or proof is sabda. Words without the faults of Brahma, Pramad, Vipralisa, Karna, Patava. Why? Since the proof or semblance of proof resulting from the other 9 methods giving false perception, being subject to those 4 faults, such proof cannot give the true give true ascertainment of the highest goal of humans. Shabda, however, Sabda Praman Amnai, Shabda, however, is without these faults. Shabda Amnai Vakka, Shabda, however, Sabda, however, is without these faults. The other proofs are depend on Shabda just as servants are dependent on a king. All other evidences depend upon Sabda Praman. But Sabda Praman never going to depend upon anything other evidence. Sabda Praman itself is complete. Sabda Praman need not take advantage or help of other Pramans. Just as servants are dependent on king. So Sabda, however, is without those faults. The other evidence or proofs are dependent on Sabda, just as servants are dependent on a king. Whereas Shabda is always independent, just as the king. Just as the king is independent on the servants. Sometimes the other proofs can support Shabda according to their ability. Sometimes the other proofs or evidences can support Shabda according to their ability, but because Shabda is independent, it can override the other proofs. It is impossible for the other proofs or evidence, other proofs or evidence to contradict matters indicated by Sabda. And in matters that are not subject to their abilities, Shabda is the only effective means on which we can believe. So you see, so what I see, what I say, it is impossible for the other proofs or evidence to contradict matters indicated by Sabda. And in matters that are not subject to their abilities, Sabda is the only effective means. Sabda is the only. So I already said. So since the proof or semblance of proof resulting from the other 9 methods giving false perceptions, being subject to those 4 faults, such proofs cannot give true ascertainment of the highest goal to humans. Shabda, however, is without those faults. The other proofs are dependent on Sabda, just as the servants are dependent on the king, whereas Sabda is always independent, just as the king is independent of the servants. Sometimes the other proofs can support Sabda according to their respective ability, but because Shabda is independent, it can override the other proofs. Okay? Other proofs. So this way, Jiva Gosvāmīpāda has written all in details about this. So our Rupa Gosvāmīpāda, in the way of compiling this book, by taking the blessings of his Gurudev, Sanatana Gosvāmīpāda, Prabhupada, here he is anyway going to accept only Sabda Praman, not any other Praman. Our Madhacharya, he received advice from Vedavyas in Himalaya, Gufa. That's why Madhacharya, what he has written, Vedanta, everything, Upanishad Bhasha, more and more practical. Ramanuja is also writing, not that. It's okay. But Madhacharya more prominently, Srila Madhacharya more prominently going to cut and destroy Mayavad. So Madhacharya, Ramanuja also writing, Parapaksha Giribajru, I mean thunderbolt for the opponent party. Ramanuja wrote one book, Balaram Sopan. I went to the Karda, Calcutta, Gurudev sent me, I went there, Gita Vasha and everything. I got it from there. Before, for Gurudev, not for me. Okay. So, Ramanuja is also writing. But Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Guru Varga speaking, Prabhupada, that Madhacharya going to destroy, anyway, Madhacharya going to destroy, going to destroy Mayavad Bhashya more prominently, more effectively. Ramanuja also destroyed. That's why we respect Madhacharya. We respect Ramanuja also. He went to meet with Vedavyas to get Shabda Praman, blessing, everything from Madhacharya. So, Jiva Gosvāmīpāda also in Sandarbha before writing, he has written so many things. In conclusion, before writing, he wrote, by the blessing of Vriddha Vaishnavai, Vriddha mane my all matured and, Mata Jojo, Amana Jojo, Vriddha Vaishnavai. I am going to, beg for their help. I am writing this. So, this way, tomorrow I can show you. So, from Badrayan Rishi, you can remember, our Naradji Maharaj, he was advised by Badrayan Rishi in a very gist. After that, he wanted to give advice to Narad. You see, now it is your duty to go in completely unalloyed form. You try to represent it. I got it from Vyasadeva speaking, I got it from Bhagavan directly in the form of Chatusloki Bhagavatam. So now I can give you advice, you can go. There should not be any contamination. Because Amnai Bhakka, if slight contamination of Pratishtha, Asa, La, Puja, Pratishtha, anything, any amount, that contamination can spoil the whole Harikatha, whole world. Whole world. That's why before speaking any Harikatha, anything, we must be very, very careful. You can ask thousands of times in front of yourself, in front of mirror, that you need pratishtha or not. Otherwise, what you are speaking, it can be defective. Contaminated with some other desire. So, Amnai Bhakka. If my Harikatha is not Amnai Bhakka, I should stop my Harikatha immediately. Because it can destroy the whole world. So, after shedding gallons of blood, still I am very sorry, I cannot help you much. Anyway, today I will have to stop here. Tomorrow again I can start and I can try to explain how Rupa Gosvāmīpāda wanted to enter into the ocean of Siddhanta Sagar. I wanted to collect some jewels, precious jewels for us. That we can discuss. We can go on starting, Tomorrow I can discuss. Today I will have to stop here. Please excuse me what to do. So what to do, please excuse me. Namastasmai Bhagavate Krishnaya Kuntamedasi Yodhatti Sarva Bhutanam Abhavayusati Kalaha Vanchakalpadurasya Kripa Sindhu Patitanam Pavane Bho Vaishnavabhyo Namo.